Hey yo, what is going on, guys? With the recent release of Overwatch 2 and all new players coming to the game, I figured why not make a top 5 tips on Roadhog, or 5 tips you need to understand about this character. Personally, all these tips are amazing, but I think you need to understand the last one most importantly. So stick around to find out what that is, but while you're here, why don't you leave a like and subscribe. Let's get the video started. With Roadhog in Overwatch 2 now turning into a main tank, it makes his abilities a lot harder for him to be a good tank. So when you do use them, you have to use them at the right time. Specifically, with his hook, you need to be able to hit the one-shot combo every time. Now, most of the time you will be able to just hook somebody, walk forward and kill them, but like times like this, where you don't, it's because you failed to do a certain amount of things. So as you see when I shot right there on the Torbjorn, and I didn't do enough damage to kill him. So what you want to do, you want to aim somewhere between the chest right here and the chin right there to be able to ensure you hit as many pellets as possible while still hitting the headshot. Also, if you do mess up like that, sometimes you can get away with just shooting them, and when you shoot, you also melee at the same time. What that does is if you fail to kill the person with the shot, the melee should kill them and the animation will cancel so they can't get away. So as you've seen right there, when I killed the Torbjorn in the top right, it showed I killed him with the melee. It's because when I shot him, I failed to kill him with the shot, so it ended up killing him with the melee. Now, you won't always get the melee kill because you should most of the time kill them with the gun, but it's just an extra step you need to do so you can get that free kill, which is so desperately needed in today's game of Overwatch. Tip 4 is understanding how and when to properly use Roadhog's heal. Not only is it an ability that heals you, but it also gives you a 50% damage reduction to all incoming damage, whether it be an ult or just an ability. So you don't always want to use the heal as a heal. Sometimes you want to use it when you're anti to prevent incoming damage, and other times, if your healers are gone, you just need to pop it so you can get the quick heals. Majority of the time though, you want to save it for when you actually need it. So if your healers can heal you, let them. Tip number 3 has something to do with Hog's ult and the ults that he counters and what he can do with his hook specifically. So in Overwatch 2, we've seen Hog's ultimate got a buff where he can now use his hook and heal at the same time. So if you don't get the person you want in a corner to kill them, if you're using the ult to kill, you can now just pop the ult. If they go too far, you hook them back into you, and then you can do even more damage because they're right up front of you. It makes the ult insanely good and so much better, with the only trade-off being you lose a bit of time on the ult. But as you've seen, you still have plenty of time to kill the tank. Now the second part of this is you can also cancel other people's ults just by simply hitting shift, right? If a Ryan goes to shatter and you can timing it perfectly, cancels his shatter. Same with all other ults that can be canceled, or someone like Soldier, if you can't cancel it, you can still one-shot him by grabbing him, or with a Moira. So it's always nice to know what ults the other team has, as well as how close they are to using them. So you want to try to time your hooks to match up with the time they're going to ult. The second last tip here with Hog is, with Overwatch 2, him being a main tank, it now comes a lot harder for him to play how he used to play, because you can't sit behind your other tank or play aggressively in a way to where you can get free picks as often. If you are playing aggressively too much or going on different routes to try to get a free pick on somebody, you are leaving your team without a tank for a very long time. You also might die in int and lose your life, so now it's a 4v5 in a game where you need your tank for the most part. So you got to learn how to position yourself in a good way so where you won't get attacked by everybody at once, or you won't take a bunch of damage, or you can get a quick pick on somebody and then get away so your team isn't constantly being tankless. You don't have to be close up to kill somebody. You can hook somebody like the tank or somebody behind the tank and get that pick on them so you guys are up a number while still tanking for your team. Or if you do want to play a bit more aggressively, you have your heal to heal half of your HP almost and take a 50% damage reduction while doing so. It is very crucial for your team for you to be a proper tank while still hooking everybody, because the only way you are going to win as Roadhog in the meta we have today is by constantly getting hooks and getting those first picks for the fights. Now, the final tip I have for Roadhog and for people who are wanting to play Roadhog is his hook is so important to the gameplay. It is crucial that you're always hooking and you know how to use his hook in different ways. His hook has this weird thing where it will track no matter where you're looking. The only thing that will break the hook is if it comes into contact with a wall. So you want to turn your hook before somebody hits a wall to be able to get them to you. What you want to do is you hook them, and as they're coming, you turn last second. So instead of them breaking right here, they come over here, and you can still get that one-shot combo, which is vital and mandatory. The other part to this, besides hooking somebody and being able to one-shot them in awkward positions, is say your team is fighting a tank who's leaving himself open to a hook. You hook them, and you can turn last second to bring them from some spot where they're perfectly safe all the way over into a complete, what are you doing, bro? All the way over to a completely different spot that should not be possible. You hit this hook and you turn, and look at this. That is so far out of the way. So not only are you getting this tank or somebody over into a spot or situation they can't get out of without your team killing them, you're also able to body block them so they can't get back to their team. So it makes it even easier for you to get that free pick you need to turn the game around or even win the game. If there is anything you should take from this tip video to use and learn, it needs to be the Hog one-shot combo and how to properly use his hook to maneuver enemies into spots they shouldn't be in. Because you can do something like this and that's just a free pick and so much ult charge for you without any effort. So like I said earlier, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, like it, and if there's any tips you think I should have added or I left out, let me know in the comments. But thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. See you guys later. Goodbye.